And we have one of the most iconic figures in radio, if you ask me. And we are thrilled to have a very special guest with us in studio today. He's a household name, a radio icon, like I said, and a very influential figure in South African radio industry, entertainment, DJ's Boo.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you.
Oh, you're far too kind. Now, we're going to talk all things the South African Podcast and Music Festival. This is a very exciting new venture. Can you tell us more about the festival's vision and what attendees can expect from this inaugural event?
Yeah. And that's the reason why I think we've come up with the Podcast and Music Festival, because we're charting a new path. It's a new territory. Nobody has done Podcast Festival in this country. Podcasts are something new in the country, but they've got a lot to do with broadcasting. Yes. So having been on radio and broadcasted TV shows and being in the media space and being in the music industry for so long, I always love new things and a new era when it comes, especially when the young people join it. I remember when I started podcasting 4 or 5 years ago, there were not a lot of podcasts. Yeah. But right now, there's a variety of podcasts to choose from, which means the barrier to entry is less and it's lower for younger people to come start their own podcast. And there's niches. I mean, others are doing food and cooking, others are doing gigs and events, other people are doing lifestyle and fashion. There's entertainment, there's politics, there's sports, there's a variety, but you also do need some sort of a movement that gets all of these people together. It's the same thing. All these young people are creating these podcasts, and we sort of need avenues where these people can be celebrated, they can be a part of a community, etc. And that's what tomorrow is about, and Saturday. It's a 2-day event, 14th and 15th at Empress Palace, and we've got all sorts of different podcasters that are coming to exhibit their podcasts, and then we've got also established podcasters that are going to be giving talks, workshops, and master classes. I want to appreciate and thank Department of Sports, Arts and Culture for recognizing that our podcasts are going to be big in this country. But it's always been about African culture. Yes. Storytelling has always been a big part of our culture. That's why you'd find us watching Days of Our Lives, both Isipeto, both The River, Bold and the Beautiful, or
all of them.
Anything that is to do with it being a telenovela or a drama series or just storytelling is big in this country. So that's the reason why I think, in the whole continent, that's why I think podcasts are blowing up so much, because we love storytelling, sharing our stories, and we're a unique continent, man. Yes. And South Africa, we're unique because not only our music, in all sorts of different ways and different industries, people are just churning out amazing content. So Saturday gives us the music part of it. So Department of Sports, Arts and Culture, they're meant to be supportive of youth initiatives. And I guess that's what they saw in our initiative, that okay, this thing is going to go far. Let's come into it while it's still early and support it, let it grow. Because we're seeing us having podcast awards in the future. You know what I mean? Like, this is space that's growing. So tomorrow you come, it's all about podcasting on the first day, which is tomorrow, the 14th at Empress Palace. And then the Saturday, it's about music. So the conversations we'll be having, the workshops we'll be having, the master classes we'll be having are around music. And then later on, Ngabuma 5, Ntamba, all the way until midnight and early hours of Sunday morning, Ziawa. Artist performances and DJs,
You did say that workshops and masterclasses are going to be a part of this amazing day. What can we expect in these sessions?
So, how to start your own podcast, how to grow your podcast, how to monetize it, how to turn it into a business, how to also network and meet other podcasters that are in the space, because we all see each other online, but we don't really interact with each other. We don't rub shoulders. Some people, you find that you know them so well, but you've actually never met them. So that's an opportunity to meet them. That's an opportunity to visit different stalls of different podcasters, but also a lot of people want to know how do they turn this thing into a business, how do they turn themselves into brands, and there's various ways on how you can monetize your podcast apart from just the money that you get from the likes of about Spotify and about YouTube. You can, there's merch opportunities there's various ways on how you can monetize your platform and turn it into a business and build it as a brand. So that's what it's all about tomorrow. Saturday, it's all about music. Not only the podcasts that do music content, but it's also musicians that are talking about the business of music. Think of a music conference type of thing. So that it'll be along those lines. Good food, good drinks, and what's nice about the place is that it's got indoor and outdoor as well. Remember, growing in any industry is all about growing your black book, which is creating new relationships, meeting people, getting people's numbers, emails, knowing what other people do. So whenever you can reach out to them, you can always have an open door policy type of a thing where you can always reach out to them whenever you need them, whichever way, right? You also have got brands that are going to be there. Corporate brands will be there, and corporate brands who are interested in this space. Others, we've invited them. They said, we're not going to sponsor you, but we'd like to come, invite us to come and see what this thing is all about. And let us also come and see the podcasters and the podcasts that are there, because we also have got money to want to start investing into these podcasts. The broadcasting media space has evolved so much.
100%.
So we're pretty much catching up, and we're bringing these companies and these brands along to say, this is what we're doing, this is what young people are doing. Invest in these young people. Invest in these podcasts, not only by advertising, but just giving them money, let them grow, man. And that's what it's about.
Now, if I'm listening right now and I want to attend, what do I need to know? Where do I go? Do I buy tickets? How does it work? Tell me all about that.
CompuTicket, number one.
Yes.
Just go to CompuTicket and look for SA Podcast and Music Fest or Podcast and Music Festival. Or you can go to the website www.sapodcastandmusicfest.com. That's sapodcastandmusicfest.com. You can do it now. Or you can go to the CompuTicket website, computicket.co.za, search for the SA Podcast and Music Fest at Emperor's Palace for the 14th and the 15th of June for the Youth Day weekend. And then come through and join us. If you can't buy online, we'll see you there tomorrow. But remember, it's 2 days. So you can come tomorrow and you can come on Saturday.
Yes.
Thank you.
Man. I know that there are tons of young people listening right now who are like, oh, thank goodness I catch this moment because I will be there.
The youth event, right? Us, because we're older and at least we've got some connections, we can call some people, we can gather together, create a movement where people can belong. But it's your guys, it's for you guys, because in a couple of years, us, hey, just about that. You know what I mean?
Take over. It's okay. We'll do that. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I love you guys and congratulations on everything.
We love you.
Thank
All of
you
the
so
very
much.
best.